name's Nicole, back again with another video. And today we are doing the topic, the new segment, speaking from experience with Sydney Elise today.
Hey,
Period. She is here to talk a little bit about losing somebody today.
Yep.
This is a heartwarming topic. This is a trigger warning. So if you cannot handle this, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to actually go to another video. But all right, you can go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
Hey y'all, Sydney. We live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah. I like to have fun. I like to travel. I'm a traveler. I feel like I'm an international girl. I just got back from Cali. Even though I don't have no tan, I barely have a tan, but you know, I'm an international girl and I was playing.
Material girl.
But no, I like to travel. I'm a people person. I like to, meet people and, just do my thing. Whenever I
meet somebody new, hit her up.
And whenever I have a chance to talk to people, I love to talk to people. So it's always a blessing to be able to do that. So yeah.
But you already know what to do. Go ahead and light our Sag Kindle. Go ahead and get that out the way. Super pretty.
Okay.
This little. Y'all ain't see that. Okay, let's get into our questions. All right. So, question number 1. What is a recent experience you've had with losing somebody that's close to you?
Okay, so May 7th, 2020, I lost my boyfriend, which was my best friend. He was killed by 4 police officers, shot 12 times. His name was Nicole. Say his name.
R.I.P. Nicole, say it. It's going to be a hashtag right there. Say it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the recent experience. That's my first. Like, of course, I've always experienced like death, and I never understood, what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? But till it hit home, and I can honestly say, not even like in a bad way, but I can say that it was like the biggest loss, but the greatest lesson in my life. I'm happy that I went through it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into in the video of why I'm happy why I went through it, and of course my way. How could you be happy that you?
Right.
It's not even like how you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna continue into that. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking from experience, okay?
Yeah.
You heard, all right? So, number 2 is, how did you learn how to cope with this loss, and explain your process?
So honestly, just feel all my emotions, and I feel like I'm doing way better. Like, looking back on it, it's just like I'm not the same person as I was a year ago. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is about. Like, that's what life's about. It's about growing and advancing and just prospering. You know what I'm saying? But you have to want it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie and say like I wasn't going through stuff. Like, of course not. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get there. But just feeling every emotion and taking it day by day, that's what got me through there.
And that's the first step, because when they come, you really don't have not much else to do besides process emotion. Because if you, again, like how I was just talking about in my last video, snowball effect. You got your snowball. That snowball, how it's first made, you pick it up, it's in your hand. Now, how you choose to handle that snowball, because if it's thrown down a hill and that snow continues to build up and build up and build up, them same emotions is going to continue to build up and build up and build up. Now, how you choose to explode is on you. You can either rather release by journaling or something that's easy for you to cope with, or besides going off on the next person, showing your grief. Something to keep in mind. And we on question number 3. It says, how did this affect your day-to-day, like your thinking, your emotions, physical health, mental health?
Okay. So, when I found out it happened, wow. I remember that day. I just remember everything happening. I couldn't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't like feel like it's real. I really felt like he was just locked up or he was just in jail, because I previously had to experience that, like without a long time without seeing him, because he was locked up for like 6 months. So I've had to experience that. So I think that's kind of where my brain reverts back to. So you know what I'm saying? Me not being able to see him, but it's definitely different when you can't hear from a person. Because I got to talk to him all the time. I talk to him too much. He blow my phone. Why you not answering the phone? Bro, I just talked to you 2 minutes ago. Why you keep calling me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, I went from not being able to have no motivation. I mean, I couldn't shower. I couldn't eat. Like, I literally stayed in the same clothes. I stayed in his clothes. I remember having his hoodie on, his hat, and my sweatpants on. Like, I wore that. I couldn't even tell you when I took it off. Like, I couldn't really take it off. And like, I remember his sisters, you know, his specific older sister, Maya, she was just like, you need to get in the shower. Like, she was forcing us to do it. I mean, we were all grieving at the same time. We were all together, and I became close with the family. And I was already close with them, but I feel like it brought us all closer. And I feel like it brought their family closer individually and personally, you know what I'm saying? Because they had a lot going stuff before his death. And it was crazy because it was like, who would have thought? I'm looking at it back on it like, okay, who would have thought that his death would have brought y'all closer? In reality, it did, and people really, like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, y'all not really thinking about it like that. We can look back and see that, but
it's just like a baby.
Yeah. So I mean, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I turned to alcohol. I started to party. I started to suppress my emotions with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I literally became so dependent on alcohol. At first, I didn't even like alcohol. Like, I swear to God, I was just like, alcohol is so nasty. I don't do none of that bad stuff. But it was like, this was the only way to make me feel like I couldn't feel anymore. Because alcohol is the depressant. So it makes you just go down, really, if you think about it. I mean, I literally had no time to really feel, you know what I'm saying, when I was drunk or I was drinking, and I really didn't get like drunk. I would just drink. I mean, I would drink to go to sleep because I couldn't sleep. Melatonins and all type of other stuff. But yeah, so I was feeling through that. I mean, lack of anything, didn't want to do a lot. And I'm a very like outgoing person. I started to not want to be around people and, you know, stuff like that. And I just feel like at the time, I mean, like, wow, I'm just looking back on it, like I say, just like, I can't even believe I pulled myself out of a dark place like that. But this is what I did do. And I remember like,
strong.
Yeah. And I'm not even gonna lie to you though. A lot of people that are going through their spiritual awakening, this enhanced mine. This was the one thing, I think this like, you have like a catastrophic event that happens when everybody has like a spiritual awakening. Like, they have to be at their lowest point until they really realize what's going on in the world, what's going on like around us in general with energy and everything. That woke me up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so sometimes that's what it takes.
And it does. It takes you to feel it and just understand what it is. And so, like I said, like, and I can honestly tell you, like, I was literally depressed. I was begging God. I was praying to God, please take me away. Please take me away. Please take me away. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I was crying every day. Every day I cried. But then guess what? Every day that I cried became another day that I didn't cry.
Right.
And I literally got so better. You know, I got so better looking back on it. But yeah, I remember my grandma, she was like, you are so strong, Sydney. You need to fight this. And she told me to read Psalms 91. I will never forget Psalms 91. So when you do this video, make sure you put it up or in the description or anything like. And I remember it goes to somewhere like putting up your make sure she just told me, like, plant your feet on the ground, both of your feet on the ground, and whatever you want, ask God for it, and it's gonna happen for you. And she was like, you gotta pull yourself out of this depression. You don't want to be like this. You don't want it. And I fought for it because I felt myself getting to a point where I couldn't even recognize myself. I couldn't recognize the person that I was, and I hated it. And for me to feel it is my choice. And that's what my biggest thing is when I say, like, people have a choice on everything that they do. They definitely do. Like, you wake up in the morning with a new opportunity, like Nicole. He's not here. He doesn't have the opportunity.
She giving it to y'all.
But you wake up with an opportunity to do something new. You wake up on an opportunity to go learn something new or experience something new or be with somebody. So don't take nothing for granted. Like, you wake up to have an opportunity, so go use it. So I literally just kept, I felt myself falling down. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like feeling sad all the time. I don't like feeling this way. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This is not me. Like, I need to be doing something else. This is not me, because I'm the one who always is telling people to do better and doing this and da-da-da. I'm not going to question why God's doing it. I never once questioned why God, and that's another thing I never did. I never questioned why God did it.
Giving it to y'all. Y'all better listen to her. I swear y'all better listen to her.
I never questioned God, and guess what? He showed me. He showed me why he did it. And he was like, don't worry, I got you. I'll be here with you. When everybody else goes, I'll be with you. And that's what I had to just put my faith in that and just keep going. So I felt myself, saying, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to. Who? And I kept saying, okay, who am I going to talk to? Who am I going to, Mikkel's not here. Who am I going to talk to? So guess what? Me and him, we used to write every day. Me and him did this. Like, me and him were like this. I'm telling you, like this. Everybody that knew him, they knew I was coming right behind him. That's how close we was. Like, that's how we were. Everybody knew me who knew him. To know Mikkel was to love him. But we would journal every night, say how our day went, what we didn't like about our day, what we gonna do better about our day. We would read Bible verses every day and pray before we went to sleep, right? So I was like, man, something was telling me to continue it. You know what I'm saying? So I continued to do it by myself, and every day, no matter what it was, I never missed a day. And I still have the journals. I still journal to this day. I write down, because I'm a person who doesn't like to talk about their feelings, and it's hard for me to actually express it. But when you have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, you don't have no time. You can't lie to yourself. You're gonna keep it real with yourself. You ain't gotta tell nobody a fabricated story because you're scared of what they think about you. But if you can keep it real with yourself, oh baby, you over the bell,
this motherfucking for real, I'm saying.
Woo! But for real though, like, I literally would sit here and write. I still do that every day, and just talk about how I feel and what I was feeling at the time, and just to do that. And honestly, I say that's what really helped me in this, and that's what it was. And I'm like, man, I know Mikkel wouldn't want me to be sad every day. That's not what he would want me to be. Like, he's told me, like, we had that conversation plenty of times, like, if anything ever happened to me, or if you ever mess with somebody else, make sure he's better than me. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to always be happy. That's how close we was. Like, even if we weren't together, I would still be happy for him. And I feel like that's exactly why we were so close, because, like I said, we were best friends. Mm-hmm. And it hurts so bad to, like, lose that.
Right now, y'all. Oh my God.
But honestly though, and I feel like people really don't realize it though, but you'll definitely get, like, different signs. Like, you would definitely know that that there's spirits around. Like, you ain't never see their physical appearance again, because we all come in here with nothing. We're gonna leave with nothing. You can't get attached to the physical part of our bodies, because we're in avatars right now. That's I'm giving you some knowledge right now. We're avatars.
Y'all better listen to
But our soul energy is never created nor destroyed. So our soul and our energy is always gonna be here. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna reincarnate. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna meet them again, and it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't matter. You gotta wake up for that one. But you'll understand once I get there. But I definitely am so appreciative of everything. Like, I went back in the video and I first said, I feel like it's the biggest lesson I've ever learned, and I could tell you why. It's because it's like losing somebody I've never felt so strong and, like, mentally, like, nobody could tell me nothing. Like, losing somebody else, it didn't put me in a I don't care attitude. Like, it put me in a, okay, what's next attitude. Like, what else can I if I can go through this, I'm not worried about what the other stuff that could come to me, because I've already been through something. I've already lost something.
We in church.
But no, for real though, it's just like, once you learn, and like I said, it's the biggest lesson, because I started to wake up. I started to see the real world for what it was. I took off my glasses, and I started to wake up to what reality really was. And it does take a lot of too. Definitely. So I do know it's a lot, and I'm so glad that she brought me onto this vlog, this interview, because I know it's a lot of people that are going through this, and I get a lot of personally messages asking me, like, how did you go through a death like this? How did you? And the truth is, and I tell them all the time, truth is, I'm still going through it. You know what I'm saying? You still never really get there. But I'm telling you, it gets easier. It doesn't really get better. It gets easier. You know what I'm saying?
She's telling y'all the stuff I was going to say, boy. Come on.
It gets easier. So So I know I was talking a lot, but that's just
Nah,
how I
keep
feel.
going, girl, for real, because they need to hear this.
Yeah.
If it's one thing they need to hear is this, I'm telling you, because a lot of people is not going, they're going to hear it from somebody else is going to go through one theory after the other.
Yeah, and I'm literally nothing I'm saying is fabricated. You can look it up. Like, I'm serious. That's just how it is, and that's all facts. Like, seriously, but like I said, it's just like being able to feel your emotions and letting stuff and accepting it for what it is and not what you want it to be. That goes in anything though, but I definitely seen for like I've literally like my eyes have just woken up from everything, and I just appreciate the experience that I've had. Like, of course, I lost my best friend. I'm never going to say but I'm happy that I got to I'm stronger. I'm better. I have a different perspective. That's what you can say. A different perspective for what I've been through now. I understand so much more now, because if he didn't die, what would happen? Where would my life be at? Would I still be the same person who really wasn't really paying attention to what's going on in the world? Or would his family still not be as close as they are now? Or would I not look at life the way I do now? Would I just still be all about with the drama and all that? And, but seriously, and I know a lot of people are probably like, dang, how'd she do that? And I can honestly say, like, that's just that, like, you know what I'm saying? So it took me a long time to get to this point. It's not gonna happen overnight, and that's the problem. Everybody wants to jump, take the elevator, but you gotta take the steps, baby.
Okay.
Every step is a lesson.
Exactly.
Everything that you go through, everything that happens to you, every person that you meet them intentionally. It's called divine timing. Divine timing.
I swear.
Divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. Whether it may be good or may be bad, at the time you don't know what it is. You're like, oh my God, what the hell? What is this? But when you look back on it from a different perspective, changing your mind, you're like, damn, I see why that happened. Yeah. If I didn't have to go through this, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you get appreciative of what you go through, and you're like, damn, I'm happy I went through that struggle, because it taught me to be more humble. It taught me to carry myself a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Little baby and all them tell y'all motherfuckers the same thing.
Seriously, all that
go through what you go through, baby.
All that fame and all that stuff and all that hard work that you put in is gonna always pay off. But you always gotta keep your head on straight. Don't get too cocky about yourself, and don't feel like you have it all. No, that's not how you carry yourself. And always give back too. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be knowledge, it don't even have to be money, because money comes and goes. Money is not everything. That's where energy. And when you start that mindset of money this and money that, and just getting to that, it's too much. Like it's I feel like honestly it's really evil, to be honest with you, because if you think about it, why are people killing each other over money, right? Let's be 100 though, right? And you let money doesn't make you. Man makes the money. Money doesn't make the man. Man makes the money. You make the money. The money isn't supposed to make you. So you just gotta realize that, and
Y'all heard the church preach. We ain't even done with the questions. Damn. Woo. Okay. The next one is, how can you notice signs and grief in another person? From your perspective.
From my perspective, not wanting to eat, staying in a room all day.
What if it's just like a person that's, out? Say if you could see the same person like in class, or, you go to training and stuff like that. How would you know if somebody out of there is, you feel me? Just
not being that normal stuff, or like bursts of anger, or bursts of different behavior. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a very attentive person. I can read people really well. Like, I can read a stranger and tell them what's going on. That's because how in tune I am with everything. But I can definitely just tell you, like, you'll definitely recognize when somebody's going through stuff. But you also, to be able to recognize that, you have to, like I said, just go to this perspective thing. Don't think that you're the only one who's going through stuff.
Exactly.
And you have to be open-minded in kind of a way, because there's a lot of people that's going through stuff. You may be going through something right now that you're not talking about. And I'm so busy talking about my stuff, I didn't consider what you were going through. And I done missed all the red flags, and then you done committed suicide.
That happens. That's why it's it's always good to pay attention to somebody too. That's why I said in my last video, if you can always go to somebody, whether it's somebody that you just seeing off the strength, you feel me? Go up to that person. You never know how you gonna make that day. I like your shoes. Their face gonna light up.
Okay.
They're like, damn, like she pay attention to me.
Yes. Period. See,
talk to them.
My cousin,
talk to them, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Rather, it could be hard to talk, like open yourself up to somebody. Do it to a random person. They don't fucking know you. Mm-hmm. They don't know you. They don't know what you're going through or stuff you've been through in your past. They don't know your past. They don't know your future. They don't know where you're going. They just want to know what y'all about to be talking about. You making somebody day.
Yep. And you don't even know it though. You really don't even know it. Like there's so many times that I've had a conversation with somebody and I'm just being my normal self, and then they'll tell me on down the line the road, well, when you said this to me, I can't lie to you, that helped me out. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
And like I said, that's the blessing of doing that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know, but like I said, it's divine timing, because you needed to talk to them. Y'all needed to meet in order for that to happen. Because you never know. He could have just planning on killing himself, or her was planning on killing himself, but you talked to him and they done changed their mind.
And wow.
They done changed their mind.
My friend just said that. I'm not even gonna tell her story, but just long story short, if her friends and them went there for her, she would have been gone. Mm-hmm. She would have been gone.
Seriously. Check
up on your people. Yeah. It don't even gotta be your people. If you see somebody got a bad post on Instagram, 9 times out of 10 they're going through something. Mm-hmm. That's why I be like, look, here's a coping mechanism. Have you tried journaling? 9 times out of 10, them motherfuckers don't reply to me. I don't give a fuck as long as I help them out. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. I did what I had to do.
And that's okay, because I had to learn to be okay to and then that's another thing. I can't help everybody. I cannot help everybody, and I feel like that changed this whole experience was because of that. I feel like I can't change anybody. That made me realize what's not in my control I can't control it. So as long as I do my part, if I'm giving you the knowledge, if I'm giving you the wisdom, it's your job to take it. But if you don't take it, I'm not losing nothing. You're gonna be losing it. It's your choice though. It all comes down to choices and attitudes and how you think and perspective. That's where I go with everything. It's just about that. But you're definitely right. 100%.
You cannot bring the something to make the drink the something. You know what I'm saying about that quote. You can't bring
bring the horse to the water, make it something like the horse or the mule or something. You can't make drink from the water or something.
You heard what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the damn club is, and I'm not gonna find it put up here, but you know what we talking about.
Idioms and gosh, language arts. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway, back to the questions.
Oh, and another thing I want to say though too is I feel like a lot of us, and I want to speak on this because of this situation. A lot of males are going through mental health, so check up on males. A lot of people, I feel like it's so more biased towards females. They think it's only people, and to do that, but it's very important that men are happy too. Men are going through stuff just as like women. We can't be so self-centered and feel like dudes aren't going. Like I feel like a lot of women overlook that, and now that I think about it, I feel like girls are so like I said, selfish when it comes to self-centered, selfish when it comes to thinking that they're the only one who's going through stuff. They're not looking on the opposite side of what this male may be going through at home, or what he has. Like he might have some insecurities, or just anything that goes on with his health. Y'all never took the time out to get to know him for real. Y'all jumped into this fast relationship, and y'all never had these serious conversations. And that's another reason why. That's another reason why relationships don't really work out. Look, we're not gonna talk about that. That's a whole different video that we need to make and collab for real.
Yeah, we're gonna get on that.
But
we gonna give y'all
definitely. That's what I want to say though. Just make sure, check up on males too. Their mental health matters. Everybody's mental health matters. But I would say let's start paying attention to more about the males, because I feel like they're not, getting looked at.
Definitely. Just like that. It's a post right now that's trending about, Kanye West and who else was on there? Somebody.
Oh, Will Smith and all that. I did see that. I definitely did see that
about
because
mental health,
and it was made by a meme, and crazy.
You got one time to break, and people are judging you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We don't do that over here.
Yeah, no.
You want to cry?
Because at the end, and that's another thing with social media, bro. Everything is fabricated.
Fake.
They're fabricated. Those social media people are not living like that. Why do rich people kill themselves? They have the the highest suicide rates. Let me tell you, I thought they had all the money in the world, but money would tell you, like I said in the beginning, money is not everything. You literally come into this world with nothing and you leave with nothing. If I got caught up in all the materialistic things, what's life? What's life? But that's the problem though, because we got rappers rapping around who's Megan Thee Stallion and City Girls talking about we gotta mess with him with the richest, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not even about that. Y'all don't take the time out to really get to know somebody. Then y'all wonder why relationships don't last, because as fast as you got it, is as quick as it goes.
And no offense, you wonder why you got that baby now.
And the longer that anything takes, the longer it'll last.
Don't shoot the messenger.
But yeah, shit's crazy.
This is the next one. Okay, it says eventually we do move past experiences. So how did you do that, and how did you release?
Like I said, I just started to put myself in a position where I said I don't want to be like this no more. I gotta do something different. I gotta start finding myself. So I started to do different stuff. I started to like I said, but I also started to figure out stuff I didn't like and what I did like, as far as like drawing and doing crafts and sewing, making clothes. I could do that. I could do a lot of stuff, but you never know what you could do until you try it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might be the best cook, but until I get in the kitchen,
exactly.
And try it,
Step out your comfort zone.
Step out your comfort zone, but I know I'm not a good cook. I can bake though, but I'm just saying, doing stuff like that. That definitely helped, and like I said, I know he would want me to be happy. So just like from my perspective, what if I was Mikhail? If I pass away and Mikhail was not here, would I want him to be sad? No, that's selfish of him. That's selfish of me to make it seem like he can't move on with his life, or like, cause I think like I said, I would never forget him. Like, I can't forget that. Like I said, this is like the biggest thing I've ever had to go through. I feel like I'm so young. I was 16 when I lost him. 16. It's about to be 2 years in May. And I was 16 when I lost him, and we were together since I was like 14. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We was together when I was like 14. So it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm young and I experience it, and I appreciate life. I appreciate the people that are around me. I don't take nothing for granted. Like, I won't go to bed mad at anybody. I'm going to tell you I'm sorry, I love you, even if it's not my fault. You're not going to be mad at me. We're not going to be mad at each other, because I don't know if that's going to be the last time that I talk to you. And that's exactly what I had to go through with him. Me and him were, and people don't even really realize that, but me and him were in a kind of like in an argument, heated argument. I feel like I didn't get to really say goodbye. I didn't feel like I got the type of closure that I wanted to. Like, he got to say he loved me, but I didn't get to say I love you back. So it's like, damn, do you really know that I loved you? You know what I'm saying? Did you know that I love you before you died? But I know he did, because I know he did. But it's just something that I had to deal with. I had to deal with guilt. I felt like for the longest that it was the reason why he passed, and had to do with something about me. But at the end of the day, it didn't have to. But that's when it comes from a grievance stuff, you'll probably feel like guilt. What did I do wrong? Right. Like, how did I play with myself? You try to try to just see it like, damn, what's going on in this situation? Like, did I do something wrong, or why is he not here? Like, yeah, I literally was blaming myself for the longest, and I finally just released. I'm like, he wants me to be happy. So I started to travel the world. I remember he telling me, when I get off the band, because he was on the band, we gonna be booking flights. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna book flights. So Guess what? I let him live through me. Everything I do, I let him live through me. I've been traveling every month to somewhere, a different place. I'm not playing with you. You can ask all of my followers that see me. They're like, dang, how do you even afford all these trips? I'm just like, man, I don't really try to get my pockets, but I work for everything I want, and I'm gonna make sure that I travel, because if I can't pay myself back in that way, then why should I work? I'm just becoming a slave to the society. I might as well enjoy this stuff. Right. While I'm in the Matrix, might as well enjoy what I can, But so yeah, man. And moving forward on that, at the time, in the beginning, I'm like, man, I don't think I would ever date again. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would date again. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But I can honestly say I have started to try to get out there and talk to somebody, like try to talk to people. And I started to realize, like, man, these people are weird. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, I see why. I'm kind of glad I ain't messing with none
somebody. But I'm happy you said that though, because you know, you never know if that could be holding back somebody on the other side. You feel me? You grieving. I'm not gonna say it's selfish, because at the end of the day, you could be holding back another soul from trying to, you feel me, release to go to the next life. I mean, at the same time, yes, they're gonna be here still to watch over you, but at the same time, they death as they death, they have to experience they death, and then they have to go up on, you feel me, get their wings. If they can't get their wings, if you're still holding on to them, grieving, pulling them back down to earth. So you got to think about it on both sides. Like, I'm being a little selfish, like, yeah, I didn't have my time to grieve, I didn't have my time to do this. Now you have your time to fly free, you feel me? You, like she said, live through me. Live through me. And I just, like I said, just changing the perspective. And I just keep reminding myself, like, he was something like, whoever you mess with, they got to be better than me. And so, like, I know who all these boys are trying to hit me up. You're not better than him. You're kind of trying, you're worse. And I would never go for that. But, so I feel like when you meet somebody, you'll really know if they're for you. And I can honestly say I have been talking to somebody that I think he might be, you know, he might be working with something. But I'm not going to gas it up. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get my hopes up. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant for me to be, I won't have to force nothing. If you watching.
if it's meant for me to be, I'm not going to have to force nothing. I'm not going to have to do nothing. It's just going to automatically come to me. But, and I feel like, I deserve that. And I like, you know, people, I don't know, but I feel like I'm going to have a lot of backlash for moving on or whatever. But,
hey, ain't got nothing to do with nobody.
I don't have to explain nothing to nobody.
Exactly.
So
a lot of people are out here getting pregnant as soon as their person dies. So I don't want to talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. All right, and then the last final question is, we're gonna end it off here with love. It says, what is one of your most favorite memories with this person, and do you have something to say to them?
My favorite memories, everything. I'm so thankful that we have all these memories. But I'm gonna try to hurry up. We used to make YouTube videos. So doing this video maybe remind me of how we used to go like, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sydney. And then he was like, and it's your nigga Kill. And we back with a banger. He said banger, but video. And he's like, I'm in it. Oh God.
Kill, if you was here, we back with a video. We back with a banger. You already know.
But we used to be doing pranks with each other. I mean, he's crazy. Like, I remember he pulling out a knife on me because he thought I had a hickey. I remember, like, I punched him with really punched him with a watch, like, in his face, made him, like, you know, bro, he had me so messed up. Like, but we had fun doing it, you know what I'm saying? But I really miss that. And if my message to him would be, I'm okay, and I love you.
Don't make me cry. Oh.
Yeah, so.
But thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. This is Daiz again, back.
Y'all better subscribe and hit that button right there, bang, bang.
And that bell.
I look forward to seeing being invited to the next video.
Of course.
I look forward to that. Yes.
Of course. All right, we love y'all. We see y'all next time. Peace.
How do we meet?
How do we what?
How do we meet?
Yeah. How do we meet?
How do we meet?
We met in school.
Tell the story.
Walking down the hall, looking thing, you feel me? And I'm like, damn. Come here. I need a hug.
Hold on, let me interrupt. Kiss me on the cheek or slap me.
Huh?
Kiss me on the cheek or slap me.
Shit.
Why do you play with my